Hello, Master Tax here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 8 British Premium Heavy Tank, the Caernarvon Action X. And as always, before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I've currently got on this tank. My crew on this tank are really good, all onto the 5th skill, they are for my Super Conqueror. The equipment that I use in the special survivability slot is vents. Then I've got a gun rammer and vertical stabilizer. So let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Siegfried line. It's an assault mode and my team's the defending team. And we're all tier 8 today, so a good test. So I want to go to mainly my usual place, especially if I'm in a heavy. I want to go at the corner just through this street here. Now when you're playing this game on assault mode, I find this map is the easiest to defend, especially if you're in a heavy tank, and if you take a position in the corner that I'm at now, you can stop them from pushing in from two sides of the city. Now if you play the game like I do, main priority is to win the battle. Then if you're in a heavy tank, you don't need to leave this city. Just let the enemies come to you. You're much better off just hiding in the city. You keep away from the artillery, and then it makes the enemy have to make the moves to try and get in this city to either cap or take yous all out. But there's plenty areas for all yous to sit on corners, in cover, and then get sneaky shots in when they're trying to push. But I'm not saying sit right at the back and camp. You do need to push forward to positions where I'm at. There's an Emil with us as well. Now with this tank, I am a fan of this tank, I do like it. If you keep hull down, you will do excellent. The turret's really good. You also have the spaced armour on your turret that'll bounce HE and heat shells. Or absorb them, should I say. And then behind us, if the enemy push into the city, there's an excellent pile of rubble. That's great for playing hull down. But at the moment, that side's safe. There's a Tiger 2 there. So I'm just working on the tanks on this side at the moment with my friend in the Emil. I am starting to get a little bit concerned about my Tiger 2. He didn't need to push that far forward. He could be in trouble very soon. So I'll tell you about this tank. The gun on this tank, you only get an 83.4mm gun, but it does have 226mm of penetration, which is really good, but the alpha damage is only 230. With my crew and equipment, I've got a reload time of 4.85 seconds, which gives us a DPM of 2845, which is really good. I have an aim time of 2.1 seconds, which is a little bit dodgy, but my dispersion is 0.29, which is excellent. And to top it all off, you do get 10 degrees of gun depression with this tank, which is really good. So the Tiger 2's been taken out, so I'm just covering through that arch. I'm expecting something to push forward. Also have to keep an eye to my right. VK75, I got a shot in and tracked him. My Emil's hitting him. I'm getting another shot in and tracked him. Kept him in position. I'm going to try and keep him in position. Looks like my Emil's run out of shells and he's reloading. I'll try and keep him in position. I actually set him on fire, then somebody took him out, so that's a good tank to be out. So I'm going to have a little peek to the right. Make sure they're not pushing up. They're not at the moment, so I'll pull back. So I'll tell you about the armour now. On the hull you get 130mm on the front. The front of the hull isn't nothing special. You will take shots. Then on the sides you get 50.8mm, then 38.1 on the rear. But what makes this tank good is its turret. You get 254mm of armour on the front, and you do have that spaced armour as well. Then you get 152.4mm on the side, 95.3 on the rear. I didn't spot that WZ coming round that corner. I did manage to get a shot into him, but I've taken a big shot. He's damaged me fuel tank, so I've used my repair kit to sort that out because it could set us on fire. Now the male's pushing up to him. I have got some cover behind this pile of rubble because his gun is low down, and if he's not angled I should be able to penetrate the front of him. I'll definitely penetrate his lower plate. So he's a one-shotter now and he's just fired. I should be able to reload in time. I tracked him. I'll beat him on the reload and take him out. I'm glad he's out. T-54 mod 1 pushing round. Snuck a shot into him. I am hull down. I bounced that off my turret. That was a bit chaotic. Now somebody's just taken the mod 1 out, so I want to peek to me right again. It looks like most enemy tanks are this side, and I snuck a shot, good snapshot into the 50 TP prototype. Tried to get one in the side of the lurver, but missed. Is he going to pop up? Tried to get his cupola, but missed. Now there's a Patriot pushing, just checking behind us, see what's happening. There's a KV4 there, and I snuck a shot into him. The male one has took the front roll, and he's tracked the Patriot in position, and I managed to take him out. Just pulling back a bit, trying to compose myself again. With this rate of fire, you can get into situations like this. Tanks from all directions sneaking shots in. So the male wants to look to me left, so I'm going to peek out to the right again. Couldn't get the lurver. Missed on that 50 TP prototype. I bounced his shot. I should be able to get a shot in. There's one in his side. He's moving. There's a Persian up the top. Snuck one shot into him. Should be okay as long as that lurver doesn't pop up. He's popped up. I've snuck another one into the Persian, then pulled back. With this tank, the worst thing I find about this tank is its mobility, but I haven't really used the mobility much in this battle. But if you're in big open maps, it could be a slight problem for you. Going forward, you only get a top speed of 36.3 kilometers an hour, and then your reverse speed is 12 kilometers an hour to get back over them ridge lines, which isn't anything special. Did sneak a shot into that lurver there, but he got one back. I wasn't expecting him to penetrate us. Another thing with this tank is I've only managed to get my view range to 421 meters, so it's a little bit short of the max 440, and that's with top crew skills for it, with brothers in arms, situational awareness and recon all up to 100%. So you could drop the vertical stabilizer and put coated optics on this. The gun handling is fantastic, so you could maybe sacrifice some of the gun handling if you want your view range up, but I'm quite happy with it how it is. Now my VK has been taken out by the RHM. If he fires at me, he will take the majority of me hit points off us in one shot. I need to get 2 shots into him. Now he's pulling back behind that wall, and there's no reason for me to pull out straight in front of him and take a shot. There's the lurver pushing, snuck a shot into him, and here's the RHM. I've taken a shot from the lurver. That RHM could have taken us out. I was really lucky there that I bounced the shot. It was even Goldie fired, so I'm getting one shot into him, pulling back, trying to hide behind the dead tanks. I'm loaded though, and he's been taken out by one of my teammates. So I was really fortunate there. But as I was saying, there was no need for me to pull out there. As I was saying, I'm defending the base, so there's no point pulling out into the open and taking shots like that. Just make the enemy team come to you. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Was a Masters, here's tank reward. We've got the Confederate medal, which you've got to hit more enemy vehicles than any other player on your team, at least 6. We hit 11. We've also got the steel wall, which you've got to receive the most hits, at least 11 of any other player on your team, with potential damage of at least 1,000 hit points and survive. We bounced 3,020 potential damage, and we've got the high caliber for our 4,934 damage. Top of the tree for XP with a base XP of 1,546. Top for damage. We made 111,000 credits. plus 14,146 XP, that's due to playing a premium vehicle, a personal mission payout and a personal reserve bonus. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. And if you have any feedback, please could you leave it via the thumbs buttons in the comment section below. Cheers.